What's up, guys, and welcome back to Adventure Archaeology. If you're new to the channel, my name is Brandon, and today we got an awesome adventure planned for y'all. We're going to be following this 1906 map that you're looking at to those little black dots. Those little black dots would have been what we presume to either be buildings or houses. And if you see the blue line would have been a creek. So they would have been lining the creek, and hopefully what they did is they tossed some trash from 1906 right over into the creek right there. And you may be wondering, well, why in the world are you looking for trash? Well, y'all, if you've not been here before, we specialize in finding valuable antique bottles. So hopefully we're going to find some antique bottles today. So without any further ado, let's go jump in the water and go see what we can find. All right, guys, we found one of these about a week or so ago. Here's another one of those big fossils. This one's been pancaked out. You can kind of see the lines down the side. These right here are said to be 250 million years old. And you typically only find these in areas that they mined incredibly deep. So we're actually close to some coal mines where they went in probably thousands of feet. And if I had to guess, this came out of the bottom. But this one's nice and flat. Definitely worth keeping. Here's a CO crown, according to Tristan, who is kind of a local historian for this area because he grew up around here. This is what the local coke ovens were made from. So that's definitely going to come home with us. I'm trying to make a walkway right now from my wife's garden. There's a side to it. Oh, there's another hutch. Yeah, that would have been an elk hutch right there. See the face right there? Yep. Getting closer. Yep. You can see all the old bricks. It's just a matter of finding the ones that have names on them. This one right here might. Nope, that one's a slick one, but it's an old one. This bank down through here looks phenomenal, though. Me and Tristan were just talking about that. Those layers that you see just makes you think that you're gonna pop a bottle or a fossil or something out of them. They just look too good not to be filled with goodies for sure. There's a half of a crown, you see it? Right there.
Oh yeah, I thought you meant crown top. There's another one behind you broken back here.
Another broken half. Don't want to forget that brick on the way out.
Oh yeah.
Got a bottle right down here. Oh, it's a whistle.
Really?
Yeah. This from Birmingham. It's rare.
Can you cut those? Can you cut that?
It's super high. Yeah. We could cut it into like a vase or something. It's not a really good whiskey glass, so, but it's definitely the age that we're looking for. Here's another broken one right here. Let's see what this is. It's in the snake hole. Where are you? That would have been a pioneer. That whistle's intriguing. Doesn't have a town on it, sadly. Yep, no town. Yeah, that surprises me. Check out this toy down here.
Oh, sweet.
That's probably 40s or 50s. That's really cool though, right there.
It's got the look, man.
Yes, it does. That's exactly. I wish that would have been a whole body. That would have been a really cool piece for sure. Definitely don't belong here though, so we'll get it out. It's really, really murky because we're walking downstream right now, but I saw a bottle down here. Oh, it's a soda water. Let's see here. Sadly, top's gone. You can see the embossed star on it right there. This was a Birmingham one. And that might be something that we turn into a drinking glass. It's a bit different. I don't know that I've ever done one with a square sides. And we actually may be able to salvage where it says property of Coca-Cola on there, which would be pretty cool, I think. Excuse me, sir?
Yes?
I'm just out today and I would like to save your soul.
Oh, get out of here.
Y'all don't unsubscribe. Have to get these dad jokes in, or you know, my wife doesn't give me a hard time about it, so I like when she watches them back and she's like, I can't believe you put that in the video. I'm not forgetting about the guitar slides, folks. I've had a hard time finding enough necks to send down there and justify Nick doing a bunch of them at once, but this right here is definitely the right size. It's a nice early bottle. I had to guess it was probably a type of wine, but I'm not for sure. But definitely cool and definitely gonna come out with us today. Check this out right here. To the flask to the right.
Oh, I didn't even see it there.
There's some scissors, a screwdriver.
Look,
and
there's another tool, some
there's a bunch of stuff right here.
Tools right here.
But this is what caught my eye.
Yeah.
Nice turn to the century. Boot flask. There's a hacksaw. Somebody threw a whole
toolbox right out here.
Yeah. Paint scraper. Good lord. Yeah. Somebody's whole toolbox wound up in here. But it's interesting though to me that bottle that's, you know, 120 years old Got caught up right next to
a Samsung battery. Look.
Is there a look, screwdriver. Screwdriver. Samsung. Oh, there's a square.
Yeah.
There was all kinds of
Square?
Yeah.
Boy, I could use that.
There you go. Well, we got a whole bunch of tools right here. Oh, there was a chisel in there too, wasn't there? Hey, nowadays, unless you go to Harbor Freight, oh, it's radiator cap. Unless you go to Harbor Freight, you couldn't touch all that stuff right there for
$100.
I know, everything's so expensive. Oh, there's another. Goodness, the screwdriver's all down through here. Yep. Screwdriver, screwdriver, screwdriver. Look at that.
Golly.
That's crazy. Grab all that on the way back for sure.
Channel locks.
Oh, you found, I missed those.
Channel locks. Or buy scripts, and here's the channel locks.
God.
Screwdriver, scissors. Oh, crowbar.
Crowbar. Hey, those blue handled channel locks ain't cheap.
Nuh-uh.
Wow. That's cool.
There's brass, maybe?
Yeah.
Or
Tristan got an old bell.
is that what you would say that is?
More than likely it's brass. It makes the best sound, I think, when you ring it.
Yeah.
That's a cool find though.
Cool.
Heck yeah.
Put it in the bag.
Yeah, I'll put it in the bag for you. That's, I mean, that's people metal tech for this kind of stuff all day long. And here we are, right on the surface. You want to talk about beautiful, that would have been awesome. That would have been a number 4 crock from Nashville, Tennessee. And it's got great coloring to it. That's a heartbreaker, but you can't expect something that's 4 gallons in size to survive these rocks that you see.
The
Down the skull.
A bobcat?
He's got some teeth. Could be a house cat.
Pretty big.
I don't know. He's definitely funky looking though. Them teeth make him a little scary.
Yeah.
Oh, it sure is, isn't it?
That would be cool if it was whole.
Let's pull it out and look at it. Oh God, that thing
In
is
there.
in there.
See what that piece
What
was.
the? Yeah, that would have been a nice big picture. This looks like a mason jar because of how thin it is. We got to keep an eye on these banks. So we're watching the banks. I promise y'all,
From down here, it sure does.
we see a hutch up there. I mean, it's about right there, hanging out of the bank.
Scramble up there and see what she is.
You gonna do it or you want me to?
I'll do it.
All right, we're gonna. I see a broken base between that. Now,
Here's a piece right here.
well, that looks like that could be a mine opening right there too.
We'll get up there and find out. Look, there's all kinds of broken glass right here.
Ooh, that looks good. I'm gonna come around this side. That's sure.
I think it might be a jar.
I think it's a jar. Man, it looked like a hutch.
It did. It's right here.
Oh.
No, it's a jar.
Oh,
Screw top jar. That angle got us.
it did. Man, it looked just like. The creek got deep, and so did the woods. And so we're crossing through this land of craziness to try to find a way back down to the water that's to our right. So far, all we found is briars. So we're hoping that that deep spot in log jam will be a hindering point for any other bottle folks that aren't as crazy as we are, which means that we may be headed into some virgin territory up here that's never been searched before, and that's always a good thing. So y'all seen all of the brick and the bottle pieces and all that kind of stuff. Take this huge, what we assumed was a tank at first, out. If you look at it though, there's holes drilled in it everywhere. And what we think that is, and we could be wrong because we're close to the coal mines, is that was a coal washer from the turn of the century. So we could be wrong, but I think this thing would have spun just like this, kind of like a trommel if you're used to watching anything like Gold Rush or How They Find Gold. But this thing would have spun with the coal inside of it and washed the dirt off of it. The holes would allow the water and the dirt to escape. But that's an old one. You can tell though, because the holes, none of them are the same size. So they may have just blew holes in it with a torch. I really don't know. Definitely been here a long time though. It makes me think that we're in the right spot. All right, take two. So we screwed up. We have an old map from 1906 that we are following today. And it shows this big creek that we're on, and then there's like a little branch off here or there. And I thought that we were supposed to just go around the bend to where the houses were, and I was wrong. We were supposed to take the very first right. So we went back, we got the truck, we moved the truck further up the creek. We're back in the water in a spot that we've already walked, and we're looking for the very first good looking right. here in just a second that hopefully is going to be a ditch that nobody's ever walked, that according to the map in 1906 had about 20 houses on it. So those old houses, those old timers, they cared nothing about the environment or the water, and they would have tossed their trash right over the bank. And we're hoping to find at least 5 coke hutches today. There's my brick I left behind earlier. We're back to my brick. We'll get it this time on the way out. Hopefully we'll find something cool for y'all here in just a second. Alrighty, we're in the right spot now. That hawk's following us from last week. Check this out right here though. This is all brick and original. You can tell by the mountainside that we're on right there. This is more than likely not a home, but a place of business. This was probably either a mine office or something to do. It's something to do with a mine, I'm quite positive. Definitely older, earlier brick. Why is it crumbled? That's hard to say. It could be time. It could have got pushed down while it was logged, or even a tornado in this particular area is very possible. But regardless, now that we know that we're in the right spot, the creek's right there behind us, we're just going to keep on walking. Maybe we'll find something pretty cool.
It looks like a giant oven or fireplace.
It does.
They got knocked over. You can see this ornate rounded side on the front here.
We walked about another 100 yards before the next structure. And maybe the map that I was looking at, all I was going off of was black dots. I thought it was houses. Maybe it was...
Mine structures?
Yeah, maybe it's all mine. I can tell by looking at that. That was industrial.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's
beautiful.
This
is beautiful.
That's an opening to a mine. They would have had that stood up.
Oh, you think there's a mine right there?
There might be a mine down there, I would think. Maybe.
Possible.
And we're right at the edge of a mountain.
It looks like one.
Sometimes these would have date plates in them. This may have been before the date plates. Man, that's awesome though.
Yeah, real cool.
I wonder who the last person to see this stuff was.
I feel like it's been a long time.
I do too. The moss growing on that's beautiful. So maybe those structures weren't houses. They were all mine related, but that's okay. Because miners had to drink soda too. And they had to have left some relics behind for us to find. We'll find out here shortly. We came up the side of the mountain just to see. Oh, that's the original roadbed right there.
Yeah.
There's a roadbed right here. And we started finding slate hills, which are the remnants of the mines. And this looks like this right here was one of them. Is it open back down through there?
No.
This one's collapsed.
Yep.
But this one right here looks like it produced a lot, if you ask me.
Yeah, I think like you said, they made a whole mountain
of slate down there.
Yeah.
Which is
One
crazy.
on that other side too, with that other mountain being.
Oh, I'm sure it is. Looks like Tristan just found the air vent over here. And he says it's open. Let's go take a look. If I can make my way up this. I know the camera doesn't do the justice.
We gotta start carrying better flashlights with us.
Yeah. Those air vents scare me.
Yeah, it is pretty scary, but it goes off at an angle.
It does?
Yeah.
Had to run back into the shaft.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, that is sketch. Oh yeah, that's deep. And I know y'all can't tell. Every bit of 15-20 foot drop. Be careful, this may go under you.
Yeah.
Well, at least we know what they were doing here. Yep. It's not what we were looking for, but we found it. All right guys, the map didn't take us to the exact location that I was hoping. It took us to a spot that was a mine site. It wasn't an old neighborhood, and that's just fine because we did find some history there that probably has not been seen in a very long time that we were able to share with y'all. As y'all can see, I'm starting to take these bricks and just line them up right here. I've got a bunch more down by my shed, and I'm going to try to go 4 wide and about 8 deep to where it meets my wife's herb garden. I'll try to keep y'all updated on this little project as we go along. If y'all enjoyed the adventure and you're not subscribed, please be sure that you are, and we'll catch you guys in next week's adventure.